my Livehouse. I'm Lady Lenny from Influencer Union, and I'm gonna talk about cosplay. Like, what is cosplay? What is this? If you're wondering what I'm wearing and stuff like that. Okay, first I'm just going with the Google description. Okay, what cosplay means. Thank you guys. Oh my God, what? Thank you. Okay. So term cosplay means that it's a portmanteau of the English term of costume and play. It's more of the words of it's just a mix up of costume and play. And it was first coined by Nobuyuki Takahashi of Studio Hard. It was in 1984 in a World Science Fiction Convention, Worldcon in Los Angeles. And that was the first thank you, Rennie. That was the first term that cosplay was created. It was way back in 1984. And apparently, like, because people are used to wearing just costumes, and then they go to like gatherings, and oh my God, thank you, Kuya Dan. Thank you, woo, yay. So gatherings and masquerade balls, Halloween, the most common is Halloween. So people would normally just dress up as your whatever character you like whatever feel like character, even with so many things that you can use at home. And usually back in the it was even early 1800s, like people would wear this is actually just um this today's century of dressing up, really. Thank you. So basically cosplay is if you have a favorite character that you like you, from books, movies, comics, cartoons, even anime, and you want to be that character for the day, that and you wear it, and it doesn't matter what materials you use, whether it's store bought, whether you just made it from scratch, like paper or cardboard, or even just colored pencils, paints. That's already cosplay. The mere fact that you do it, and you wanna be somebody, you wanna be that fictional character for the day, or anybody, like movies, like actors and actresses. You wanna be like them for the day, and you wanna dress up, and you wanna have fun wearing that. That's already cosplay. Thank you, Leah Dan. So what sometimes what differentiates. Oh, you look great, sis. Thank you. What differentiates sometimes what cosplay meaning, because of the word now, with anime and video games being so common now, and people are what the term cosplay is for dressing up those characters from those genres. That's where people think that cosplay is something else, like cosplay is a different world. No, it is the same as playing dress up. It is the same as um almost stage play. Yeah, that's one point I want to say as well. In cosplay, we have a term called skits, skit. A skit is kind of like a stage play where you wear the character you want to portray, and you do like a little segment, like sometimes like 5 minutes or 10 minutes tops. You do a stage play, and you act out the characters with that given time frame. Short script. Yes, it's a skit. Yes. So I used to join cosplay competitions. I started cosplaying when I was 13 years old, and I only knew about cosplay when thank you. I only knew about cosplay was through an animation studio. I used to draw. Thank you. I used to draw, and I when I was a kid, my mom enrolled me in this animation art farm Asia. That's the name of the studio, and they taught us how anime is made, how anime the cartoons are made. So one day people at that studio said, "Hi Jenny, thank you." They said, "Oh, there's this convention going on, and there are a lot of people who are going to wear costumes, and we're gonna have fun." And they told me about it. I was a kid, I didn't know much about it, but there was this anime that I loved to watch when I was a kid. I would wait for it to show on TV, and the name was Cyber Team in Haki Habara. It was one of those like early 2003, 2000, somewhere some early 2000s anime, and I wanted to wear the main character of the girl in that anime. So I asked my mom, like, if I could have the dress made, because it was so hard that time. In the internet was just starting, so it's actually kind of hard to get printouts of the character you want, and sometimes people would resort to taking memory, like visual memory of what they want to dress up as. Unlike now that it's only a Google search away. You got mobile phones now. It's so easy to search for the character you want to portray. But way back then, when I was a kid, we could only like rely on memory of what we want to portray. And yeah, dial up was there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So anyway, long story short, I started there. I started cosplay when I was 13. I joined a convention, and that was the thing. People would say that you cosplayed if you joined a convention. If you guys don't know the word convention, it's like a gathering of people with same interests, and you would share ideas, and there would be like main events of the in the convention. Like there would be a stage, people performing, there would be hosts talking about different topics about what the convention is. Thank you, Sives. Thank you, hearts. So yeah, I did not know that they hold competitions as well, because people would want to show off their costumes on stage. So I got dragged in. They signed me up for the cosplay, and people like the outfit and the whole thing. That because actually part of cosplay is like 100, no, not really 100%, but 90% of cosplay is how you perform as the character, because costume is just a part of it, the play part of it, that you act out your character from whatever genre they're from. That's where 90% of cosplay really is. That's why yeah, even if you wear super like items, materials from scratch, but when you act out the character and you make people believe you're that character, that is the part of cosplay. That is the play that comes into the whole thing, that makes it whole. Because some people they think that if they wear something and they don't really act out the character properly or something like that, it falls short. I mean, it's great that you look great, but with the emotions, the feelings, the personality doesn't come out right. That's where it falls short. So yeah, thank you guys. So that's part of the cosplay. All right. So for me, like so I've been doing this so since I was 13 years old. Wait, I'm counting. Okay, 13. I was like ages. I think, yeah, I've been doing this for 22 years. Yes. Oh my god, yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I've been doing cosplay, yeah, for 22 years. Isn't that crazy? Thank you. 22. I've been doing this for 22 years, ever since I was a kid. So that's the thing. With cosplay, there's no really thank you. There's no really end or be all, and there's only the beginning, and then you just keep going. You take a rest. Thank you guys for the hearts. You take a rest, you take a break, you take a breather, whatever, and then one day inspiration hits you, like, ooh, I know something fun that I want to portray this character as. I want to be this person or this character for the day, and yeah, I just want to do it. And you do it, and that's already cosplay. Like it's so fun. If you guys know this guy, his page on Facebook is Low Cost Cosplay. He uses like all the materials at home, whatever, and sometimes he advertises. But anyway, it's fun. He just uses pencil pens, paints, whatever, and he pulls it off, and it's so funny. He has some videos, but I never saw much about the videos. It was more as his pictures, but it's great. Like it's so fun, because cosplay is fun. Like if you're not having fun, thank you. If you're not having fun wearing your costume and interacting with people with what you're wearing, and you want to express yourself, if you're not having fun, that's not That's not cosplay. Because that's the point of, yeah, he's funny, yeah, right, low cost cosplay. He's a genius, guys. He's brilliant. I mean, okay, enough with the definition. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna show you guys just a little glimpse of what I usually have to do this. So I'm gonna do it like a show and tell. So this is just this actually I cleaned it out already. Like these are just some of the makeup that I use. This is already cleaned much out because I accumulated so much over time and I don't get to use them and they expire. So it was kind of a waste. So I actually did a Maricondo thingy. And this is like I put a separate place, a bag for my contacts. These are my contact lenses, and they're actually contact lenses right now is super affordable. Back way back 20 years ago, these things are super expensive and they were only the hard lenses. You can't even get soft lenses way back when, and it's so hard to buy, and they're usually like super expensive. It's crazy. Okay, and this is like my color palettes. This is like so I can have all the colors that I need for makeup or doing whatever art style, and then it has those colors. It's I actually prefer stuff like these because it gives me like more options for colors that I need to do for whichever character I need to do. And this is like a compartment for my other stuff, like for my eyelashes and more makeup stuff, foundation. That's a really like a vital stuff. But yeah, I've already cleaned up most of it because some I don't really use. I've noticed like I've only have a favorite of a specific types of makeup because I'm actually very allergic to makeup. No, actually no. This is all Shopee, really. Shopee will save you. I have saved so much through Shopee. Like there are only like a few. Yeah, you don't need to spend crazy money on makeup, guys. There is Shopee, and some of the makeup there in Shopee is actually very affordable, and some are really nice. Like the multi palette that I got was only like less than 1,000 pesos. It was that cheap. But that's the thing. Yeah, so I'm super allergic to makeup, so I put like a hypoallergic layer before I put stuff in. Okay, so next thing here, I'm gonna show you guys my stash of stuff. Okay, this is where I keep my wigs and some of my props. Oh my gosh, that went out loud. And yeah, you should not run out of these things. These are like clear bags that I put some of my costume pieces because it's hard when you lose some of the pieces. So here you go. I usually put them in bags so I can sort them out. This is my costume from Evangelion, and some wigs. It's my Shinobu. There's a lot of it there. And then I haven't even actually started Merida yet. I haven't even got her dressed. I want to do Merida, but I haven't had the time or funds to get her costume yet. So yeah, actually, guys, this may look a lot. Like this may look like this is more of an accumulation of how many years I've been doing this. Like I would only buy costumes if like I can afford it. I don't really buy costumes like every other week and stuff. If I have a budget for it, I will buy it. If someone sponsors, that's the thing with cosplay. Some people like when some people like how you do your cosplay. There are some nice people who would actually sponsor you. What does sponsor mean? They would actually pay for the costume that they want you to wear, and that's like a really nice gesture because more often than not, people will tell you, "Oh, you should cosplay this, you should cosplay that." Yeah, of course, I if I could, I would because if actually with nowadays costumes are actually much more affordable, but still there are the high quality ones are very expensive. So there are actually some people who are nice enough who would want you to actually wear and sponsor that for you, those costumes. Okay, so next, one more container. This actually this is a second container. This is my yeah, this is for my Ghostbusters stuff and more costumes underneath. Actually, there are some props that I already had to put away because I don't want anything. Yeah, that's my May costume. I don't want anything everywhere, so I try to organize everything. Go back to me. Okay. Okay, guys. So I hope you that solves one of the problems. Okay. Okay. One more. Yes, actually, I'm going to go upstairs. Come with me, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna show you some of my costumes that are left over from. These are recent costumes. Like my older ones are already gone. Like some of how many times I moved from different houses, and I lost some of the costumes already from when I was way back when I was a kid, and some of them were thrown away. So these are the ones that I have left because these are recent ones, and I'm glad that I was able to bring it where I moved here in the province. So yeah, I had to lay them out because they're all in the closet. So this is the Howdy of Shinobu. There was a Chinese maid there. There's Atelier Raiza. I have that. I should actually show pictures of it. This is Diva from Overwatch, her police outfit. And actually, I'm going to show later. I did a skit way back in 2016 with this costume. How it was made from Overwatch. And somebody recorded it and put it on YouTube. So I'm gonna show you guys later what that is. Okay, yeah, this is from KNY, Kimetsu no Yaiba. And you've seen this multiple times, and this is my favorite. This is from one. This is a Scarlet Witch. Got Rogue, and I've got Yoko Littner. It's one of my favorite characters. Yeah, I would cosplay. That's the thing with cosplay. I would usually cosplay characters that I associate with. Like, I would usually cosplay characters that I feel familiar with, like I could relate to them. I could relate to them in a big way. Like I have the same sentiments, or I think I could nail down their personality more because I could relate to them. That's usually yeah, exactly. Like before, like I could not, like I would only have one costume a year when I was way back when I was a kid because it's actually very expensive, and you can't really buy costumes back then. It was all made to order, so you have to find a dressmaker to make it for you. Yes, but now there's actually a lot of online shops specifically for cosplay, and it's actually easier now to actually get a costume. It's just that cosplay industry. Yes, actually, that's the thing with surprisingly some people now with the advent of orders, yeah, online orders. Exactly, there are shops before you can have it made to order, even up to now really, because sometimes the measurements don't really work for you because not all measurements, thank you, not all measurements are the same. So some online shops would actually help you out and would ask you for your measurements so they could cut it out on their patterns when they make costumes. Now the thing is, for cosplay, some people are very what do you call this, yes, that was the thing back then. You really have to have costumes made to order. Now it's, you can have both. You can have made to order, and some you can just buy online. And usually if your body type would fall under their chart sizing charts, it's perfect. Like, damn, there you go, damn. And what was I gonna say? Oh yes, some people, because they want that cosplay is only for what do you call this, for a certain type of group. It's not. Um, it depends on how you view what you want cosplay is, because some people think that if they cosplay they'll get famous. No, not really. No. Yes, you may, and sometimes you won't, because it really depends it really depends on the situation where you are. Because for me, I just got lucky. Like, there were times that I wanted to do what I wanted to do with my cosplay. I wanted to express how I felt at the time. And one of the pictures that went viral when I was cosplaying at the game convention ESGS. I'm gonna show you guys. Was when I did I don't know, like when I did May from Overwatch. It was so funny, and I didn't realize that people actually shared the same sentiments as me. So I'm trying to look for the picture anyway. And then there was another time when so me and my husband actually, yeah, okay, I'll talk about talk about the cosplay with my in my life. Okay, so when I started cosplaying, I met my husband. He was also cosplaying. So we did so on a wedding, I decided that we go cosplay because that was the reason why we got together and we got married. Was yeah, I met him in a Final Fantasy Spirits Within promotion convention in SM Mega Mall. That was way back in 2001. There you go. And he was wearing a black mage outfit from Final Fantasy, and I was wearing Renoa from Final Fantasy. And I don't know, we just hit right off. Even though we didn't really know each other. Yeah, we were both cosplayers. Yeah, we're both cosplayers. We didn't really we just hit off. I don't know, like he didn't even say much. My husband doesn't really talk that much, not unless it's something that he really loves to talk about. So okay, I'll show you a really old picture. This was me. This is what I looked like when I started cosplaying. Okay. I'll show you an old picture. This is me. That was way back in 2000. That was me. I was 13 years old. This is the first costume I ever wore. Yeah, and these are some of the people that I had in the animation studio that I knew. Yeah, so that was and you see that our costumes are like just made ready. I mean, no, not really made to order. There you go. They were customized. Okay. So I'm gonna show you again. Let's see. So that was in way 2000. That was wow, 22 years ago, guys. This is 22 years ago. It's a huge difference. Oh my god. So okay, this is one of the aftermath of me and my husband after the yeah, the convention. We went ice skating. I'm here at the this part. That yeah, that's me. I'm so small, and this is my husband right there. Yeah, he was cosplaying as a black mage from Final Fantasy. And these are some of the people that we used to hang out with a long time ago. You see, they're all wearing their different costumes. And even it was so simple. Like some of them even just used some of their items from at home. Some of them made their own costumes. It was pretty much fun. It was super fun. Like there you go. There wasn't really much drama there. We just all gathered at one place, talk about what's the latest anime and stuff like that. There weren't any there were cell phones back then. There were like texting and stuff, but there wasn't like any group like well there was like mailing groups, but we still had to want to get together, you know. It was more fun that way. Getting together like you know, person to person and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys just a little bit more of some of my costumes. So yeah, I'm gonna just do a summary. This is one of my crazy ass, and I just this is just some of the stuff that I've been doing, and I pretty much do it for the sheer heck of it. I just love doing it really. So that was for Halloween. I had to do it for my live house. You're not crazy. Maybe just a little bit. But yeah, I just like to do it really. I just like to do it a lot. And I'm trying to look for it. The times when I got caught in the middle of doing my craziness, and apparently it got people's attention, and it went viral. I'm trying to look for the album of where I put it because I just want to show you guys. Because sometimes cosplay will really kind of like remove your inhibitions because you become somebody for the day that's not you, and that's fun. Like you get to be, but also you have to careful be what do you call this, Yeah. That was a fun guy. I know this, darling. I was like it's like so nice that at least somebody appreciates costume and wearing costumes and acting out in at stage plays and some point, because that's part of it. That's performing arts right there. And there are people who actually have that knack for performing on stage. And for me, that's the only time I could release my anxieties, because I get to like zone out and be somebody different for the day. Yeah, I really appreciate. Yeah, I know, sis. It's amazing, and it's a different high from you get to be. Who can I be? Oh, Kuya Dandan. You can be anybody you want. Actually, there is no limitation to what you want to be, who you want to be, what you want to be. You can be anybody, really. It doesn't matter. Like, it's actually, I'm actually super glad that even if the character doesn't really like, if the character doesn't really like look too close to you, or doesn't really like resemble you that all, that's where the cosplay comes in. Because exactly, because it's how you just have fun, really. And as long as you're not harming anybody, that's the big point of it. You're not stepping on anybody, you're not mocking anybody. Because with cosplay, some people use that to actually hurt other people. It's sometimes that's not really what cosplay really wants to be, because some people use it for fame. They want to be notorious, they want to make clout, and because it brings them money. And that's the bad thing about they're using cosplay as an outlet for that. It's not supposed to be. You're supposed to be just having fun with like-minded people, and you just want to express yourself with the character you want to be for the day. Because some people, most especially in the Philippines, you guys, you are very harsh. You're very judgmental people. I'm just saying the truth. Okay, let's do two broadcasts. I know, right? You people in the Philippines are very judgmental, huh? I'm looking at you guys with my creepy green eyes. You guys are very judgmental, because I have been bullied a lot. When I was a kid, when I did my cosplay, I was bullied because they didn't understand what the heck this is. And me joining competitions and me winning free stuff because I just wanted to be a character for the day, they were mocking me. They called me a freak. They called me crazy. They called me a lot of things. And that didn't stop me because I owned it, guys. If somebody mocks you for being who you are, you gotta own that, because once you own it, they can't really do anything to you anymore. Danaya, are you listening? Because remember, guys, if people start mocking you and you own it, you own that person that you are being, they can't touch you. Because like, if you watch Game of Thrones, guys, if you watched what was it, Peter Dinklage as what was his name again, from Lannister, one of the best Lannisters ever. He said, wear it as armor, it can never be used to hurt you. So I owned it, guys, and now, yeah, Game of Thrones, like, exactly. He was the best Lannister. Peter Dinklage was the best Lannister. Oh my god, guys, that was so fast. Like, I didn't know it was 30 minutes already done. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Then definitely we will do another session of this next month. So I hope you guys learned a lot about a bit of cosplay. Oh, thank you. But basically, don't let people bully you when they find you eccentric. Yeah, you gotta own it. You gotta own that eccentricity, that difference, the being different. Yeah, no bullies allowed. Exactly. So stop being judgmental, you most of you Filipinos. Stop it. Stop it. Bye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my live house. That was I was just